Good morning, everybody. It is July 17th, 2026. It's the Tibane Labs weekly update. Let me get my outline up here. Good morning, everybody. We'll just do a round of good mornings. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good
Morning.
morning, guys.
Good morning,
Good
gentlemen.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm just going to do some quick check-ins around the team. We're going to go George K, then the man himself, Mark. George, good morning. How you doing today?
Morning. Doing great. Pumped for the new updates. Happy to
Yeah.
be here and super pumped about the app. I got my mom on the app, and she did it all herself. I didn't even have to explain. So
Oh wow,
Oh,
nice.
that's good. That's good.
yeah, so the tech is working because the normies are in there. My mom's a super boomer, and she didn't ask me any help, so it's kind of cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Kay, good morning. How you doing today?
Good morning, guys. I'm great. Very excited. Lots of new and great stuff coming up.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of work along with George and along with Mark and Agent J. So we appreciate you,
Agent J.
Agent J. Mark, how you doing today?
I'm a bit sick, sorry.
Yeah, that answers that question. No, man, we appreciate you being here. Mark's always coming in, even when he's living he's got the illnesses from the kids. I know that game too. I've been there, so but sound a little bit better today in the last couple of days. You said, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a productive week. I even uh, got to charge the battery of my car.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, nice.
So
Uh,
yes, it's moving forward on the Tibane side too, by the way.
yeah, yeah. So let me check my outline. So we all said good morning. Good morning, Mark. I hope you feel better soon. On my end, finishing up my move, going to a new city. So next week is up in the air. So we'll have to figure that out, but almost done with that. So, but this week we're here. Important to get this one going. Lots of great things to talk about. And wanted to get that done this week. Let me put some links out, and then we'll move on to ecosystem stats and things. So give me 1 second. I want to put the link in the Telegram that we are live. Um, I guess we can talk about George. You were talking about the wildfires that are going on, right? I know. I saw they're hitting here too in the Northeast, and they got you pretty bad, also, right?
Yeah. The Canadian wildfires. I think they're a little bit north of Ontario and kind of the whole Michigan area, New York, Boston, BC, kind of the whole Northeast, really, and a little bit of the central part of America is getting hit real bad with these crazy smoke. I don't even know what to call it, like smoke fumes. It's just the whole
Yeah,
sky covered.
orange. It looks like Mars out there. Yesterday
And you
was
can't see the sun. It's
no.
orange. You
Yeah,
can't you can't be outside for too long, or you won't be able to breathe. So it's a little crazy right now.
yeah. So if you get your news only from the Taban weekly update, if your sky is orange right now, stay indoors. It's not good for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Canada is on fire.
yeah. I'm a news guy, so I kind of just learned recently what was going on. So
You're like, gee, this is a weird color.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, stay indoors if you can.
All right. Yeah. The same here. I've kept my kids indoors. They were supposed to go out to the beach or whatever. I'm like, nah, we're not going to do that. So let me share my screen. Share the screen. Share my window. Come on, Labs. Here we go. We can talk about some ecosystem stats, some things that are happening, some other interesting updates as well. And we can go that way with it. So, Mark, if you would, I'm requesting to share my screen. Thank you. So first and foremost, we can just start right here on the Tibane.net website. This is the heart of it all, where it all starts and happens. There's been an update. So the first major update here is that Kay, Mark, and Jay have been working on the front end. So when you first load into the main site right here, you get some nice overview stats. You can see we've got 236 users, just shy of $300,000 in TVL, getting real close to 1,100 in transactions. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, we just crossed the 1,000 deposits from every token on Tibane Labs ecosystem. So that's huge, guys.
That's huge. Also, 200 and almost 240 users in the staking pools.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's a very high number of users.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I got ambushed by the kids.
Van,
What's up?
we were talking how our number 236 users is a very high number for
Oh,
this
yeah.
kind of protocol website, you know.
For those that may not know, yeah, it's like I said, we happen to be privy to sit in some pitches of you know contemporary contemporaries like tech launches, and they're like looking for their first 10 or 50 users, you know. And this is, you know, there's obviously been some users that have come in and out to it. This is just current active wallets. So having probably well over 250 active users in and out, 1,100 transactions, it's a very healthy number for DApp usage. It's especially in the bear market, everything is, you know, significantly reduced as far as traffic and volume, things like that. These are good numbers. Yeah, I would say they're good numbers.
Your data on the app as well, about how many app downloads, etc.
I
No,
wouldn't know
not
about
yet.
that.
No.
Okay, gotcha. I was wondering. I was curious about those numbers.
Yeah, but we're going to add that, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, that will be great. So the next thing is, so when you click into here, so you can explore tools. You got the nice little the Tibane mascot on all the
Yeah,
different
the
tools with
update
those.
was super cool. I was gonna say that. I don't know if it was Kay or Mark that updated that, but that was a nice touch.
Yeah, it's very nice. It makes it feel a little homey when you come into the, the ecosystem. But here you got all the main tools. You can come right in, click the homepage, explore tools, bam, come right here. This is everything we got. You got the staking, you've got the swap, you got the incinerator, the most rewarding incinerator on Solana for closing out token accounts or for you know burning tokens. If you launch token, you can burn a token. You can set how many you want to burn, all customizable. Token Explorer, which is nice. Domain Manager, you can reserve your .sol domains here. Transaction Studio is a little complicated, but again, it's a free thing that lets you execute complicated multi-step program instructions inside a single block, and that's also free. Advanced user tech, but free. Vanity Wallet, which people should, this is also free. You can come in here and generate your own Vanity Wallet. You want to say your name at the end, or you want it to say pump at the end, or whatever it is your token is, you can do that. Costs nothing. Free splitter, essentially the same thing the pump does, but except there's no limits. You can split as many times as you want. Just send your fees here and change it wherever as much as you want. And the pump fee monitor, which takes a little bit of a stake chief pussy amount to unlock, I think 100K. It's like $50 now, which you know goes up over time. It was substantially less before, but it'll notify you by method of your choice with your fees on pump change. And then you know we got the staking pool. So you come in here, you hit explore tools, you click staking, and then there's another dashboard that populates right here when you come into the staking list, and it shows you we're 0.1 sol shy of 160 Solana in volume to the staking DApp, which is huge. 20 pools and 1,100 transactions. So the bulk of the transactions right now are through the staking DApp. But ultimately, there's another thing we're working on with the LP tech, which we can check in on the status of that because I know it was mostly completed last I heard. And then there's some other things working on. So this transaction number, this is deposit events. I'm sorry. They're very close, so I mixed it up. This is deposit events 1,100. Transaction number, we can find that somewhere else. But the thing that really gets you noticed on a blockchain is TVL, you know, which this is a good TVL. TVL users and transaction volume. When those go up, even if there are protocols on chain that simply will notice it. Like it's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of when. If you're pushing enough TX volume to the chain, if you're pushing enough volume to the chain, if you're pushing enough users in the chain, it will be picked up and it will be noticed. And our numbers keep increasing over time. It's doing very well. So overall, ecosystem stats are very good for the protocols. The protocols are working. They're doing what they got to do.
You got two onboards as well, right?
Yeah, there is another one I'm still working on there. I mean, they've been a little busy. But we did have a new onboard, so I can cover that in just 1 minute. Let's go. Let me see where I'm at in the thing. Yeah. We can do that. The thing I wanted to cover first before we go to that is, since we're talking about updates, is the real screener updates. So
social stuff. Yeah, that's
So in the pools, we announced this, and we saw that you have the social links on Tibane.net. So you have your Twitter, your Telegram, all this stuff here for every pool that's live. So WAGMI has theirs. By the way, I like WAGMI's banner a lot. Did you guys see this yet?
Yeah, I did. I saw him. I saw Dutch posting about it when he updated the socials.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very cool banner. So we'll go through all the banners of all the top tickers. But the other news is that over on Real Screener, Kay pushed through the information port over. So now your Real Screener pages also have your banner, your socials. You have a stake button right here, which takes you right back to the pool. So you can go there. And then you've got these nice hovering swap button down here in the corner. So you can swap right here on Real Screener. And then also on the pool pages here on Tibane, you also have the swap button. It takes you right there. So that is nice on both accounts. So it's very easy for you to trade these tokens. It's very easy to come on Real Screener, look at all these different metrics that you like, stake depth, or how many stakers, how many deposits, how many tokens, all these different things, market cap, all this stuff. And then you can find one you like. Oh, I really like WAGMI. And then you can go, oh, this is neat. You can buy your stuff, you get your WAGMI tokens, and then click stake, and then there you are. The whole idea is it's very seamless for the user to come into the ecosystem, use this as an alternative to what's out there for token discovery, find a token they like, be able to discover about it. Like, oh, this Deep Nets is looking neat. Let's check out their website. Oh wow, okay, they do all this stuff. Oh, let's check out their Twitter. Oh, cool. Oh, there you go. There's their Twitter account, their X account. Oh, let's get some. Okay, neat. I got some. Now let's stake it. And all that happened without leaving the ecosystem.
Yeah, great job, honestly, on the design, because that update with the socials and the swap and stake button right in the coins page on Real Screen. That's honestly one of the most seamless updates. I think the UI is super clean on that. So great job, Mark and Kay, on that one.
Agreed.
Thanks.
You guys want to talk about that at all? But I think it's amazing also.
Yeah, I'm glad to know you guys like it because I'm a true believer that most of dApps and websites and stuff, the core thing that make users grow and revenue and stuff is the visuals, the interface. And most devs are so technical that they forget this kind of stuff. We have some great products, but people just can't understand them and use them,
I think that's one of the real strengths of this team we have here together. Is while I am non-technical, I will say that I am a user of the tech, and George is the same way. George has got his mom now on the app. So I think that, and while all the devs here on Tibane are really good devs and very, very good in general, it's usability is so key, and it's one of the strengths of the Solana ecosystem in general is that all the devs that build on Solana recognize usability is paramount. Like UI UX matters so much. You can build the greatest tech in the world, but if it's hard to use, people won't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Kay and Mark, even with the app, like you guys, hit it out of the park with UI and just overall, like actually making it seamless for someone that doesn't know, that's not crypto native, that doesn't know crypto, to make a wallet, have a secure password, to buy, stake, swap, all of that. Because like I said, like I didn't tell my mom anything. She sent herself Solana to her wallet. She bought Chief Pussy, like all on her own. Like I didn't give her any guidance. I said, download the app and let me know if you have any questions. And
That's crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
man, that
and
means a lot. That means a lot.
you know what I mean? So that kind of like really hit it home for me too, because I was like, wow, like all the work they're really putting in is actually showing results, because a 64-year-old woman just downloaded the app, sent Soul to herself, and bought our token all within the app and didn't need any help doing it. So that just goes to show how simplistic and user friendly this application really is.
Yeah, that's huge. And that's the whole idea. And that's sort of like everything is coming together with what's being built around Tibane. You've got the wallets, you've got the site, you've got all this stuff. And the whole idea is what I've been calling sort of a semi siloed environment, where you can take the things that have been built by Tibane and you can go out into the wider Solana ecosystem, or the wider, Bitcoin ecosystem, or ETH and EVM, or Zeno, or any maybe Cardano, any of these other things we're supporting. But at the same time, you won't need to leave Tibane if you don't want to. And for people that may not be the most experienced, building something that is easy to access, quick to use, simple, familiar, and comfortable, and then you want to keep those users and retain them. And the way you do that is by building a suitable environment for them to exist here. And they even talk even on the timeline, they're like 92 or 97% of the population that hasn't, they don't invest in cryptocurrency. Those are the people that you have to bring in. Yes, you want to build things that support the people that are already here. That's really important, and we're doing that. But you also want to make everything you're doing accessible to the non-crypto native as easily as possible. I think that's part of the mission. That was always part of the mission from day one, right, Mark? Is to just evangelize and bring people on board. Would you kind of agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. Sorry, I'm still there is
you're okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot or anything. I apologize. But I think that's such a huge value case long term, is bringing in people. And that's what the real beauty of all the Tibane tickers is like you can come in and you can see these are metrics you're not going to find on any other screener. You're not going to find, they've got you can find WagMe. You're going to find that they've done 130 deposits, they've given back over 32 Solana. You're not, nowhere else has this. Nowhere else is going to collect this data and show you, these people have a rewards pool for you. Here's how often they deposit tokens. Here's how much they deposit. There's nowhere else like this. There's nowhere else that you can, it's called Real. It was really kind of tongue in cheek when we named it Real Screener, but it's really the truth. These are real tokens on here. And then you can go verify it with real data. Like you can come see in here, see Wiener's done 136 deposits, 14.21 Sol. And when you consider that, Wiener's a 30K market cap token, and they still giving back the fourth most Solana in the ecosystem, you can get in this is data points that give you metrics for intangibles about the token and the people running it and the people in it. And there's nowhere else to get that data about a token besides Realscreen.
Trying to see who's building and who's not by the tickers on there. I mean, look at WagMe. They're at one point were a multi-million-dollar ticker. You know what I mean? Now,
Yep.
What, like $500,000? Yeah, 500K-ish. So when that comes back, people will be able to see, hey, they have X amount of supply stake. So this many top holders won't be able to dump on me if I buy my position here. You know what I mean? Like people that actually want to buy in with confidence and know, hey, these people are building, these people are giving back to their holders. They're not just like a pump and dump ticker where you have to worry about one person, 50, 60% of the supply, and you pray to God that they don't nuke on you in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
So it's like, you actually have tickers on here, and not only just memes, but people like Deep Nets that have a real product, that are building their product. Not only are they trying to, build their token, but they're building their product, and they're showing initiative by having their token staked, by rewarding holders that stake with them. So it's kind of just like reassurance to a buyer that is looking at these tickers saying, oh, look, these guys are serious. They're building X project. They're giving X amount % back to holders. So it's just kind of like a reassurance to the trader.
It's completely unique. It's completely unique. It's like there's nowhere else that you're going to find a platform to give back either a cut of your fees and or revenue, and we take zero cut of that. The cut that we take is you using the platform, using Tibane.net, using Real Screener, and telling people about it. We want your community to come in and give us attention and volume. That's the trade. That's like that. Everyone's always looking for the rub. What's the hang up? What's the catch? The catch is we want your community to become a Tibane community. That's what we want. We don't want any of your fees. We don't want any of your money. Later, when we go out of beta, and it'll cost a few bucks to get this extra, social details on your pages. But if you come in now in beta, you're going to be grandfathered into all the tech that comes out for free, all this stuff. And beta's not going to last forever. It's going to close out soon. We're going to 1.0 soon. But for now, if you come in, all this stuff is on the house just because we want your community. And that brings us to our most recent onboard that came in. It's Choctopus and Gummy. They brought about 30 users into the ecosystem so far. They've got a little over 13% staked in just a couple days. Met Gummy, their CTO lead, really great guy, very cool. Has been, talking to people in the back channels with me and stuff as well. They're a meme token. Obviously, it's a dog with an octopus hat on costume. I mean, it's obviously a meme, but they're also building some really interesting stuff. So I wanted to highlight some of that. Their website is choctopus.io. You can go check that out if you want. It's got all their socials, all that stuff. Very obviously a meme, but Gummy's building some very interesting. He's got the Discord bot and tech and things. One of the things they're building, and I wanted to show this, is they have a 24/7 Twitch channel for Chocto TV. So this is our newest onboard. I wanted to showcase some of the stuff they're doing. And apparently they have it set up through their Discord bot. While you're watching the stream, you get rewarded in their token. I don't know exactly how that works, but we've just been, so check it out. Give them a follow. I think if we come back here we can look at their social. See, this is also useful for the streams because you guys have tokens on the platform. We can look at your socials. Their Twitter is Choctopus Crypto. You can give them a follow and look at all that stuff. Their website's here. Their Telegram's here. And you can go learn about their Discord bot that Gummy is building for Choctopus. This thing, they also have an NFT collection. I like how it scrolls the ticker of available NFTs down there. It's got a little news on the side. It's got some ads on there. I'm guessing the ads is how they get a little revenue to pay for things or whatever. And they're putting some of that Solana into their pool, which is that's the whole idea. The whole idea is. They're an older ticker, like our original Ray ticker, so they're not generating any fees from Ray, but they're finding other ways to generate fees or whatever it is through building their project, and they've put 1.8 Solana into the pool for their 30 stakers in just a couple days. So extremely great onboard. Gummy's great, and check them out and give them a follow. Go watch some Chocto TV. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's a cool little feature. So you said they're just streaming 24/7 on Twitch, and then what if you interact with the stream you get?
I think so. I believe so. You'd have to get the details from him, but I saw that talk to them. So it kind of reminds me of Neopets, and he gave me an emoji on that. So
yeah,
I think you use your NFT and you play games and you get stuff for having the stream up and things like that. Okay. So it's interesting. There's so many projects and tickers out there on Solana, people doing awesome stuff on Solana. And my favorite part about this is just being able to give people that are building stuff just a little bit of exposure and limelight. And it's a very symbiotic relationship. Because we want your users and we want your word of mouth and your attention for Tibane. and in turn, where you can use the DApp to share fees with your holders and do rev share and other things like that for free. Take no cut of it, absolutely zero cut of it. No one else is going to do that. No one's going to do it cheaper. I had someone ask me like, "Oh, so what separates you from the competition?" I'm like, "Well, there's really not any competition, and even if there was, they're not going to do it for free. We know the number. The competition as it's come through is looking for is 5 to 20%.
Yeah, not to mention they've tried, and there's been a few copycats that tried, and I think lasted like 1-2 days, a week tops. And
there was a big one that was a couple weeks, and I was talking. I forget who I was talking
the
to.
whole launch pad, though, right?
Yeah.
I was just talking about the coins, but yeah, there has been a whole launch pad that pretty much tried to take the tech and failed.
I was geared up for that one, brother. I was like, all right, here we go. Like, this is it. Because I've been saying all along, there's going to be people that are going to come through with money and try to copy what we're doing. Like, that's just the reality of it. At some point, they're going to figure out. Like, right now, a lot of people in the ecosystem, they don't understand the thesis, so like they're just like ignoring it. But once it becomes once these numbers become too evident to ignore, then people with money will kind of try to swoop in, try to copy us, which is why we're starting at the grassroots level and getting all these communities on board. Because once you win the people and you win the crowd, you win the ecosystem, then you can't be challenged. Once you become the familiar, like look at Pump. Even though Pump has all this, people say this stuff, and there's always, this drama and controversy about the airdrop and stuff, but they've won the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's like once you win the culture, you win the war.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where we are unique, because we have a lot of people that are embedded in the culture. So it's kind of like we have the ball in our court. So.
And it's still early. The game's still there, but like that is a huge focus for me specifically. Is I'm not necessarily targeting the tokens with the biggest market cap. I actually want to go get the people that have the most ecosystem influence, if that makes sense. And I want those tokens on Tibane before we ever hit. I mean, I'm kind of giving away the game plan here. Like I said, most people aren't really paying attention too much, but I'm going after CTO leads, devs, builders that I think are influential to the ecosystem. I want to bring them into Tibane. So by the time that VC comes through with $25 million and says, "Hey, let's do that," they can't take it. Does that make sense, or am I so crazy?
No, definitely makes sense. It's you get the proper users, the people that represent what we our same vision, and you kind of just build from there.
Yep, I agree. Let's go over the top tickers because we do that every week. So number one is Tibane the cat, Chief Pussy, just shy of 60 Solana in rewards deposited since February 9th of this year. Been going strong, going along. The big pussy alerts now on the page. Everyone knows about Chief Pussy, right? If you're here, so that's number one. Number two is Wagme. Wagme's there, Dutch and the gang. Everyone go follow Wagme. Great group of guys, huge supporters. Just shy of 33 Solana in rewards since April 27th. So big time deposits. Wagme's a real powerhouse meme of the Solana blockchain, I believe, and I'm thrilled to have them on board and look forward to working with them a lot. Something I forgot to mention that I'll just do this live. I don't know if I guys told you about this or not. Dutch did open a small Wagme Chief Pussy sided liquidity pool as well. So that's very cool of Dutch.
Very dope. Good big ups to him.
Yeah, Dutch is a great guy. Boom, as he says. We appreciate that. So there is a Wagme Chief Pussy liquidity pool out there floating around. So cannot thank Wagme gang enough. They're great supporters. They've been really awesome influence on the platform, and can't appreciate them enough. Wish them all the best. And I think Wagme's got a bright future on Solana. I really do. Number three is DeepNets. DeepNets and Psy and the gang hanging in there. Check out deepnets.ai. I'll go to their website. They just went over 15 SOL deposited. I understand, going to the external website. DeepNets is token insights and funding insights. So they track all the launches on the tokens, all this stuff like that. They flag ones that are so basically what it is if you go on DeepNets, they have funding I'm not connected on my guest account, but he actually tracks all the funding networks on Solana. So if you have a token that's launched and it's got like a troublesome network that's known for bundling and rugging tokens, it'll get flagged. If they're not in there, it'll show you that these tokens are clean, all this other stuff. I think they charge a little bit of their token to use it, their DNet token. And just size, just a great builder, one of the earliest onboards to Tibane, and we appreciate them a lot. So go check out DeepNets. That's spot number 3, with just over 15 SOL donated. And then one of the big news of the week is Wiener, Maddie and the Wiener Gang. It was National Hot Dog Day yesterday, the day before. Wiener's hanging in there. They're still grinding away, and they've moved up to 4th position on the overview board. Just over 14 SOL donated since April 3rd. Just check. Wiener's a great meme. I think it's a very great pure meme, and Maddie is one of the most dedicated people I've ever had the pleasure of running into. So you can check them out on Twitter. I think there is Wiener Soul _ and that's Wiener with an I before E in Wiener. You gotta get it right. Number 5 is still Spung Monkeys, but I have a feeling that won't last long. I have a feeling the 5th position is going to be captured by, Degenerate or Balls or Choctopus, or somebody down here is going to come up and take that 5th slot. Maybe Void Kitty, So this is the update also fractionates out the pool list. So it goes to, so we have now pages. So the top 10 has its own page. So you want to push in there and get to that top 10 once you come into the main page, kind of a secondary ranking. And then, we got 3 pages of tokens right now. So we're doing great. That's the ecosystem update. That's the overall. Any thoughts or anything to add, gentlemen?
No, I think that covers the real screener and tokens.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, this is all for now. This is free. If it's not going to always remain free, it'll always be affordable, like a cheap option. The whole ethos of Tibane is to be cheap, free, or cheap, tip optional, or free. The updating your socials ultimately will be a paid service after we leave beta. That's the plan anyway, as far as I know. But for now, if you want an alternative to the standard token discovery website out there that charges you $300, all you got to do is come on to Tibane.net, click here, hit create a pool, and make your pool for your token, and then deposit, get people to stake up, deposit some SOL, and then it will generate, just like Choctopus did. They made their token, and where are we at here? Here they are. They're in position number 9. Choctopus is in position number 9. They're on the top of the main page. And then what you'll do is you make your pool, you deposit some Solana, and it'll generate this page for free. You can update all your socials, both on your pool page for free, and it'll populate your real screener page for free. It doesn't cost $300 right now. It costs free forever, as long as you are a beta ticker. If you're not a beta ticker, you onboard later, it'll cost a little bit, but not a lot. So that's that. Let me check out where we are on the outline. Give me one moment to catch up. I found it. Ecosystem. Okay, did that. Covered that. Okay. Mark, how's your voice? Can you talk about wallet updates and the LP tech?
Yeah. My voice is not too bad.
It sounds okay.
It's a lot better than it was in the previous days. So.
That's good. So we know the wallet's working because George's mom is on.
Yeah, and I'm continuing to push updates to it.
Awesome.
Let me check the status quickly on Apple side.
Yeah, so we are live on iOS, Google Play, and the Solana Secret market.
We actually have a pending update which adds support for a few languages, where we're going to add French, Japanese, and Brazilian Portuguese, I believe.
Excellent. Yeah, yes, Japanese is big because I heard Japan just did. They did some changes with crypto where it's like they changed the classification of crypto or something.
Yeah, I mean that's not a big change because it's really like an internal classification matter.
Right. Okay.
But crypto likes when there's something happening about crypto, so the news is all over the place.
Yeah. Right. But that's great. So the wallets are live. The wallets are. I have the iOS app. I did some swaps. It's all of the wallets are using the fractionated key tech for wallet generation, right?
Yes.
You don't have to remember a seed phrase with Tibane. You just got to remember your password, and the way it works is it breaks your key up from your device, the cloud, the website, and you don't have to remember your key, and it just you don't have to, no more seed phrases. It's a much more secure system and much easier to use. I'm not going to bother you too much more because I want your voice to rest up. But what's your thoughts on the LP tech right now? What's this going with that?
We're still testing it. We have one LP that's up. There's not a lot of liquidity on it yet, but that's going to be growing over time with the stick bot. We're going to be. I mean, I'm going to be checking on making it visible to LP providers, which means that things like Jupiter, DFlow, and so on will be taking liquidity from it too.
Okay, so they can use it for the swaps and things.
Yeah, that's basically the next step. Is once we're good that everything is working, then actual trading routers, basically, because
you got to push it out to the routers for the different dApps and
we have to tell them the route to what we've built.
Right.
Oh, that's huge. That's
you got to tell them the road is open, basically, that they can come this way. I understand. That'll be huge, though, to have all these different aggregators and DEX routers and looking at Tibane pools for trades.
Exactly.
Awesome. So we're still monitoring the situation. It's live. It's working, but we're monitoring. It's not. We're not going to throw it out there yet, but soon.
I'd like to make sure that routing is working and that we have at least a few partners plugged in before we open this to the public, because if not, it just means that you create a liquidity pool, but then it will drift.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Makes sense.
And the next step we also to try to bring actual serious liquidity in the pool to see what happens.
Yeah, and then also use that other little feature as well.
Yes.
that other little.
We need to make sure it works.
Yeah, that other little thing that may or may not disrupt, DeFi in general, over in the entire crypto landscape. Just that little thing, That's all. We gotta make sure that's working.
Yeah.
So awesome. So LP Tech is cooking. We're working on it. It's being monitored. Everybody watch out for that. There is one pool. I think DGen has a pool because they went over 3.5% of their bot. So we're just eyeballing it. We're eyeballing it. It's very close. Like to make sure everything's right before people get in there and try to break it. And then I guess the other thing we talked about before the start of the show. Do you want to talk about that at all or no? That thing you acquired, Mark.
You guys hearing Van?
Mm-hmm.
Or
can you hear me now? Hello?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's my fault. I might have muted. Mark, do you want to talk about that other thing you acquired? We talked about before the start of the show.
Yes. I placed the order and I'm waiting for it to be delivered. But basically, we are building infrastructure for Tibane, which means less reliance on third-party services and getting our own Solana node. So I've placed the order. It's going to take probably 2 weeks to arrive here in Japan. And I'm going to rack it in our data center in Tokyo. That will give us access for the wallet and for everything we're doing on the Tibane website.
The dApps and things like that.
Yes.
So
native access to Solana.
So in light of your voice, which is still good, even though you're a little sick, it's nice. But I want to just clarify: Tibane node is Mark has made the call to do some infrastructure, and a Tibane Solana node is going to go live, and we're going to be doing our own in-house RPC services ultimately. And are you thinking about doing a public Tibane RPC service, Mark?
I am thinking about it.
Thinking about it. So that's
Yeah.
Nice.
so that's just a little news. I don't know. So I don't know if any, if people can digest that or not. But for the for sure side is Tibane will be handling its own interactions into and off with data to the Solana blockchain with a Tibane node, and doing our own RPC services. Or Mark will be doing our RPC services, and we are thinking about offering RPC services to the public. So, just an itty bitty announcement. That's all. I'm kidding. It's a massive announcement. Just like it's a ridiculous announcement. If that doesn't make you bullish, I don't know what will. But anyway, like we gotta be for real here.
Yeah, you got to drop a nice post for the announcement.
Yeah, when it comes in and goes live, we'll definitely do all that. Right now, it's alpha. People
Yeah.
that are watching the stream can hear it early, but it's a huge now. It's huge. Like
Let me see if I can share this quickly.
I'll turn my screen off. I think I've shared.
I don't think you need to
here.
turn it off. I can just take you off and bring this on.
Yeah, get rid of me. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, that's the server we're buying right now. It's a second-hand refurbished server because that's what we can buy right now. I tried to buy two, but Amazon wouldn't let me buy two, so I bought one.
No, that's huge. When I saw that we were talking about something else, and I had to circle back, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to gloss over this. Like, what's going on here? And then I was like, you're gonna think about doing RPC? You're like, yeah, I think we might do our own RPC. I was like, that's huge.
Yeah, man.
Even just for self usage, that's quite insane. But this is not a small investment, and like I said, I've told everyone how serious you are about what you're building here on Solana, and I think this is just a big confirm on that.
This is just the server, by the way. I need to buy the NVMEs too. So 4 terabyte. Multiplied by how many? I don't know.
even for a partial node, Solana's a big girl.
Yeah. I mean, here you've got 10 NVMe, 10 space for NVMe, so I can put up to 10 NVMEs.
Awesome. How much storage are you looking at, you think?
I don't know yet. I'm going to try to make something that I can grow.
Right.
Okay.
Crazy. I'm so excited about this. I think this is huge. I think if anyone questions whether or not Mark is serious about building on Solana, I think this should probably put that to bed. Would you say that, gentlemen?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
This is definitely a milestone for us.
Oh yeah, this is huge.
It's something people don't understand, very much, like something like hype and stuff, but it's so huge, so big, because man, there's no one such a thing. Like
that means Tibane has now become, Tibane has grown into the ecosystem, is now becoming an actual physical, as much as you can be a physical part of a blockchain, is now becoming a physical part of the Solana blockchain.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. So like Tibane will help validate parts of the network and will bring data into and off of the blockchain. That's what this means. It's huge. It's massive. And I love it, Mark. I love it. I like I said, I know that your whole story has been like cowboy attitude. And I love it, man. Like we're in the bear and everything's kind of just everyone's like blah blah blah. What chain? Let's go to the GameStop chain so they can turn the button off on us. And Mark's just like, nah, we're gonna build on Solana. I love it. I really do love it, man. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, same. can we talk about our new bounty?
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. All right, we covered pretty much everything. We're getting close to the 1 hour update.
Yeah.
Besides, before we go to the bounty, is there any other business that anyone wants to talk about? Mark, anything else you want to cover?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we have one new meme this week.
So that's what we were talking about. We were talking about in the chat that maybe we should transfer over and utilize Pump's bounty system, Pump Fund's bounty, the way they have it, and then we'll do it. So like, we'll use their bounty to like do for engagements and things for posting memes in the timelines. Because, in all honesty, like this is like we're talking about a $50 reward, and people are not really doing it too much. So we thought we would sort of soft announce and we just talk about it here. But using Pump's bounty to put out a bounty on the Pump Fund website, make a meme, submit it to tibane.net/memes, and put it out on socials and get the most engagements, and then we'll decide the winner that way. What do you think about doing it that way, Mark?
Yeah, that works for me.
And I think it should be across all platforms, because I think it'll be more beneficial for us, to start having a TikTok, Instagram presence, especially with the launch of the app. I think that'll really help onboard, people, maybe not to the token, but to the app. So I think maybe across all platforms might be the best direction, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, whatever you have the most engagement on. I think that would
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
LinkedIn. Yeah, we are live on LinkedIn, by the way, and Meta. We're live. Don't forget them.
So yeah, maybe that might be the best way to go about it. Whether it be a video explaining the app or the token, or just a meme, whatever it is, covering Tibane Labs. I think that might be the best route to go and garnish the most attention.
I agree. I would say throw with an over. We'll just mention overall that, because people are going to try to bot it. They are. I had some experience working with a group that launched on Solana doing similar kind of things to that. Just like the whole thing was doing boards and engagements and helping bag workers get paid, and everybody botted it. So I would say it comes with a caveat that we're still going to ultimately pick the winner, but it'll be heavily influenced by the amount of attraction you're getting on socials and things like that. That's what I would say.
Definitely, if it's botted, I think you're out. No faking the funk. We want real engagement.
Right, exactly.
From real accounts. Like, we're gonna actually look into it. We're not just gonna take the person with the highest mentions or likes or whatever the case may be. We want real engagement with the
I think it's good though, because it'll get obviously Pump Fund wants people to use their platform. Everyone wants you to use their DApp and their platform. This is something they've built, so it's exposure into the Pump ecosystem, which we have no issues with the Pump ecosystem, obviously, whatever. So that it covers a lot of different ground. It gets more socials exposure on the different various channels, whatever your medium of choice is, and we get memes made. So I think it's a win all the way around. So we're going to be working on that over the next couple of weeks, so watch for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I think they still have there's like a whole thing on bounties. So if your bounty is more money than others, then it's higher up on the list.
Yeah, it pushes to the higher list. Yeah,
it kind of gives you free marketing on Pump Fund and things like that. So I think it might be a good tool to utilize.
Maximum Reality has some comments down there. He said, "Wow, that's insane. A lot of money for the node to maintain." Mark, he said, "This is awesome. Tibane Labs keep spending and reinvesting in the project." True. And then the really funny one is, before you know it, Tibane is going to have an exchange. LMAO. I mean, you're talking to the original exchange guy. I mean, we got the swap in the wallets and on the website, so it's kind of already there. But when I was talking to somebody, I'm like, this is just the start. There's going to be, what's great about Tibane, and makes me so bullish about this, is we don't answer to anybody. Like on a lot of these places that are building infra and things, like there's somebody in a meeting and they're scraping data and they're like, "Oh, we got to build a perps market." Because all the data from our X scrape bots says that perps markets are up by 30% in mentions. And so we need whatever you guys wanted to build this thing or whatever, that you don't do that. You got to build a perps market now. Whereas Tibane, we can see on the ground level what users need and what they're doing, and we can pivot to build whatever it is that they need much faster, quicker, and without any sort of oversight. I like this is it's its own creature. It's both maintaining and maintained by the token, the meme token, Chief Pussy, but also Tibane is it's also its own complete separate channel that maintains itself. And like there's like two lanes. I wanted to talk about this before I lost my train of thought earlier. There's the meme token, which supports everything we're doing, but is also supported by Tibane Labs. And there's Tibane Labs, which supports the token through the DApp interactions and cutting fees to the pool, but also it supports itself. So there's this symbiosis between the two, where the dual channels and the way it's been set up is whether you may not be a meme person, but you're a DApp and infra person, and you can support Tibane Labs, or you can be someone that thinks memes are funny and you want to be a Chief Pussy holder or staker, or you can be somebody that enjoys both. And these things cross over and support each other in a very real way that is wholly unique, and there's no one overhead of it to say, hey, you guys got to work on that. We need a prediction market. That's what's got to come out. We need to bond prediction market this week, because the data says that's what's important, even if the data is outdated and old and inaccurate. But so now you're not building a LP tech, or you're not building all this other stuff. You got to build whatever it is they tell you to build. That's not how it is here. So we're on the ground. If Mark sees something interesting that he wants to build, or we talk about something and we say, hey, we need this really bad, to me, that's one of the most bullish things, is that we're much more nimble than some of these other outfits. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And by the way, it's not Spurps anymore. Now they're building collectibles like Pokemon cards.
Oh, right, yeah, right, yeah. We need a pack ripping DApp, right? We need to build. We need. Okay, it's so true, man. Like, don't you understand? The only meta that's going to exist in the next 10 years is ripping Pokemon packs. So we need a digital pack ripper. We need a digital grading, a Web3 card grading DApp. No. But you're right. It's whatever the thing is that's making the big hype right now. Even if it's a 2-week meta. I'm not saying Pokemon cards are going away or anything like that. They're obviously significantly valuable. It's their stuff, all collectibles. But it could be something that's got, a 2-week shelf life. But all the data says this is the thing, so then they all go build for it, instead of rather building on things that are very important long term, like community support, staking support, social and token discovery, having a friggin' node for Solana, RPC services, all these things that have long term stuff baked in over the 15 plus years of distributed ledger technology and cryptocurrency that are a long term winner. No, you can't do that. You got to go build a pack ripper DApp, because that's what's hot right now, right? Okay, you got to go build a pack ripper DApp.
Let's ask Agent J to do that.
Hey, Agent J, we need a digital pack ripper app yesterday, dude. No, okay, so that's it. I think that covers everything. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about at all?
I think you covered everything.
Yeah.
Should check in with the boss. Mark, any thoughts? I hear you working over there.
Yeah. A lot of people sending me messages all over the place.
I hear you cooking. I hear you cooking over there.
Yeah, I'm cooking all the time.
Making pies all the time.
Oh, apple pie. I need some of them apple pies, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to make an apple pie for Agent J before he's in Japan.
What's he coming to Japan?
He's leaving Japan at the end of the month.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Okay. So you definitely get him a pie before he goes.
So yeah,
Agent,
Nice.
I like
we're
how
going to get an apple pie party done before.
nice, nice. I like how Agent J is stuck, by the way. So bad. I'm sorry, Jay. All right, everybody. This is next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do an update or not. I got a lot going on. I'm going hundreds and hundreds of miles away. I will do my best to incorporate doing these updates as things go on because I really like doing them first and foremost. It's great talking to you guys. I think it's one of the best features of the Tibane ecosystem, Tibane Labs, and Chief Pussy ecosystem is that we do these weekly updates, tell people what's going on. You get a lot of alpha here. And yeah, for me, that's pretty much it. I'll go around the room. I did talk to somebody. I've had a very interesting conversation about someone in the Solana ecosystem that's starting up a show or restarting a show they did that was pretty great, Mark. So I might have a touch base with you about doing an interview with them at some point. They're a great guy. So so there's that. I wanted to throw that up there so you guys know about it. This was just last night. Just messaged somebody and they're a really great member of Solana ecosystem. So looking forward to that. It might happen. Other than that, that's it. I guess go to George. Anything to add? Final thoughts?
No, I think this is a huge update, especially.
Your mic cut out. You okay?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I think it was a great live big announcement on the RPC, and the app is live on iOS, Seeker, Android. LP tech is close to being done. I think we kind of hammered it all home.
Yep, socials are live on the website. Kay, Mark, and Jay are doing great updates to the the pages all the time. All the best to your mom. Thanks for becoming a Tibane DApp user, wallet user, and appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, thank you, George. Kay, any final thoughts, friend?
No, this was a great live. And just one thing, George, let me know your mom's feedback. Anything, because for me, this is the most important feedback you can get from someone who, who's not inside our bubble, because
Yeah.
we can see through their eyes and make the app even better. So yeah.
For sure. I'll be in your DMs. I'll ask her. I don't think she because if she had trouble, she would have been like, I need help doing this. She just did it all herself. So I was like, oh, all right. Well,
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll ask her, her thoughts, like what was easy, what was difficult, and maybe if there's
Yeah.
be more clear on something, I'll get her insight. And
Nice. Thanks, man.
Dang, I just got an update from Gummy about the their little Twitch stream. He said they bring about $500 a month in from ads. That's how they're funding the staking pool. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's crazy. Twitch is paying out $500 a month to them.
What he says, like, so I mean, that's like such, like I said, that's I don't want to derail too much. Now we're going to close out, but I just saw that in the Telegram. So yeah, it looks like that's like I said, the tech works. If you have another, like, they're an older Radium tick and they're not receiving trading fees, they found a way to generate some revenue, and now they're sharing that with their holders. I think that's a perfect. I'm really appreciative of Gummy. Besides us talking to him, Bud, she was introduced to us by Dutch and Sig. Great talking to him, but like I think Choctopus is such a great proof of concept for so many of the things we're building here. You can share fees and or other sources of rev, and like that's what they're doing. That's how they found some Solana to share to their holders. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. On my side of things, so let's Mark. Any final thoughts or anything before we close out today?
I mean, maybe one thing is that the main idea behind Tibane is really that we build what people need, and we getting feedback and view from how people use what we build is the best thing we can do.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very very great way to summarize it. Tibane is here to build an ecosystem that people and real users, developers, builders, holders need and want. And so the feedback on using that is extremely critical and important. So if you guys are in the ecosystem, you're using it, please submit your feedback and let us know. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And leave us dealing with servers and all the complex things. I love dealing with servers. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this. But the goal is that you don't need to think about it. You use the app, you use the website, everything works.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate. I
yeah.
can tell that's about the it's such a, and that it's. I think you're on the exact right environment for that, because I think that's part of why Solana has such the domination in traffic volume that it does, and the amount of users and things is it just people are able to get on, interact with the chain, and use so many of the dApp builders in the ecosystem build things that just work for the average person. I think that's so important. Like, it's just it's actually the most important thing. And I know I can tell that about the way you're building, Mark, and your ethos is like it needs to work for people. And I'm just super bullish more building here, and just good job to you guys. You guys are doing a great job. So
Yeah, we are, man. We are. I'm glad to be here, building with you guys.
yeah. All right, everybody. That's July 17th weekly update in the books. You can catch us on X, X at Tibane Labs, in the Telegram. Check out the website, all these different places. Follow Mark on this X account. Follow Kay, me, and George if you want. DMs are open. If you got a token on Solana, any token on Solana, quite literally any token on Solana, you can open a staking rewards pool on Tibane.net for free and share fees and or any source of revenue with your holders, absolutely free forever. We take a 0% cut anywhere along the line, just you to your holders. And if you do that, you can update your socials and utilize our token discovery page, realscreener.net, for free. It's your own token page on realscreener.net. Costs you $0. Everybody, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on the timeline, and we'll see you in Telegram. And have a great day.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for watching. And thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.